Welcome to the Chris Hanna Show, where business, as usual, gets a swift kick in the ass. If you're tired of the same old advice and ready to disrupt the status quo, you're in the right place. I'm cutting through the noise with bold strategies, unfiltered truths, and a no-nonsense approach to entrepreneurship, video marketing, and content creation. Buckle up, because it's time to level up, stand out, and dominate your market. This isn't just another podcast, it's a wake-up call for entrepreneurs and would-be aspiring solopreneurs who are all in. Let's get started. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Chris Hanna Show. Today, I'm going to be talking about quitting video. And I'm not saying I'm quitting video. I'm saying those people who do quit video. Because if you quit video, I'm going to call you a chump right off from the get-go. Because giving up on video too soon is a massive disservice to yourself, to your business, to your own personal brand. And it's a thing that I see far too often, is that people will decide, video doesn't work for me. I maybe did a couple videos and they didn't really pop. I didn't get new business from it. That is such a short-sighted way to look at it. Because video is what I would say is a long game, right? It is a slow build. It is about putting yourself out there consistently, day after day after day, month after month. And even if it's even more than a year, you never know what can happen when it comes to video content. But if you are going to be inconsistent, you're not going to show up. You're going to try and rely on old, boring ass tactics. And by that, I mean posting static images, just doing fucking selfies that aren't going to drive any business to you. If you think it's better to go and write a bunch of blog posts or be a guest writer somewhere, you're doing yourself a major disservice. See, video is the best way to share who you are and what you do and why you do it and how you do it, and really just stand out and be different. If you try and do some of the other tactics, well, they're old school. It's might as well put like a ad up in a classifieds, and you'll have maybe the same luck. It's ultimately useless to do that. Brand recognition, I think, comes from video content, but everyone thinks video's hard, right? And they all want the immediate results. Like, we can't be a culture that just expects the world right away. You're not going to get that when it comes to video. Like, you might get lucky, and you might have a video that goes, let's call it viral. How much business really is generated from that? I see this all the time, actually, and I was thinking about this morning. I see people all the time who are posting content and saying, like, I've got, 200,000 followers, and I'm consistently making, 30 grand a month. And it's like, okay, great. You got 200,000 followers. How many of them are bots? But you're working your ass off to try and get them, and you only get 30 grand a month. I don't even have anything close to that in terms of followers, and I'm making 30 grand a month. Like, in some months more, sometimes months less. You never know what. But that's kind of like the average. I'll be honest, where I'm at this point as I'm recording. Hopefully that goes up and gets more. But it's like, if you're sitting there thinking unrealistically about that you're following these gurus who like hundreds of thousands of followers and bragging about what they're kind of making, it's like your follower count is fucking bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. It's about the right followers. It's the right people that you connect with. But more importantly, when it comes to video content, if you're looking at it purely as conversion only, then you're fucking doing it wrong. Like, I'll admit this. I was doing it wrong for a long time too, because I thought about that. It's a lesson that I've really learned over the course of the last couple of years of building up my own personal brands, but also really helping other businesses with their branding as well. Because just posting a video and putting on social media and expecting business to come from it is fucking asinine. Because videos are about awareness. They're not necessarily about conversion. Hear me out on this one. Videos, the more consistent you are, people are going to see you. They're going to know you. They're going to hopefully like you, or they might be repelled by you, which is also really important. And then hopefully they trust you. They see you enough that, like, oh, this person shows up consistently. I maybe want to do business with them. Maybe I want to follow them on their social media. Maybe I want to sign up to their newsletter to be nurtured. Maybe I want to download a PDF or watch a webinar that they have or attend an event. Those other pieces, which are all part of a funnel, are something that's going to ultimately help with the conversion side of it. All videos, in my opinion, are top of funnel content. It's not stuff that's the bottom that's going to ultimately help you with converting new business. You have to build a robust system. A lot of people don't realize this, and I'll admit I didn't have it all set up either. I didn't have a good idea of what that looked like. I would get people all the time, and to this day I get it, where people saying like, "Oh, I've seen your videos. I know who you are. I know everything about you." You know why? It's because I put myself out there every single day. I'm always pumping out content, but I'm not pumping out content with the expectation that's going to turn into business. You got to be smart about it. Don't do a call to action to say, "Hey, come work with me." That's not going to happen. No one's going to go from a video to a lead. Like, they're going to come actually start working with you, but like they will maybe exchange their email address for something that they can download, an additional piece of value. They're not going to come work with you just straight from a video. It's going to take a lot of work and a time and effort and ultimately to do that. But you can't expect the instant results. And I feel like that happens way too often. I see it with clients that I've worked with. I see it with clients that I've stopped working with because they're just not, again, they're not realistic in their expectations. You want to look at video as, again, an awareness piece. We're living in a world where I would say it's a war for attention. The more eyeballs you can get on you, which is probably the most important form of currency, the better. But you don't need to have millions and millions of views. Some businesses, you only need a couple hundred views, or maybe just the right viewer to make a world of difference. I don't sit there and look to pop off and, have countless views. I look to make sure I'm just getting in front of the right people. That's more important. That's the strategy you need to focus on. And then when you get in front of the right people, then what do you do? There's lots of tactics and ways to do this, but like essentially look at it as you want to generate that awareness so people know who you are. Because a lot of businesses out there, a lot of people out there who got personal brands, no one knows who you are. There's people who do not know who I am. They've never heard of me. The goal is to ultimately have them know me or have someone else know me and refer to them. I don't expect a video to change the world, to instantly give me more and more business. Again, it takes time. It's a slow build. I'll put into a gambling analogy just because the term slow build has some significance for me. Back when I first started gambling, my dad and I would go and we'd gamble, and we would have this conversation. We'd say it's a slow build. Like, don't try and just go for the jackpot right away, right? Don't try and go and win it all, because what happens is you lose. But if you can slowly chip away at it, slow incremental wins, by the end of the night, you're laughing. You're walking out profitable. But whenever, and this is throughout my entire gambling career, and I would say in business too, I would try and go for the home run, try and win it all. More often than not, it blows up in my face and you leave empty-handed. So don't look at video content as the savior that is going to do everything. And also don't quit on video, right? Like, if you give up on video and you decide it's not part of my strategy going forward into the new year, it's a fucking dumb strategy, because it's the most highest performing. It's the best way to get eyeballs on you and to share who you are and what you do better than any other medium. You just can't give up on it. You got to realize it takes a long time, and people need repetition, and people are going to come and go and ultimately maybe be, like what you do and also be repelled by what you do. And I think the repelling piece is important too. I want to disqualify people that are tire kickers, that aren't the right people, who don't have the right revenue, who aren't focused, who are maybe wanting to micromanage the content process and not give me that control that I can really just take it on for them. I definitely want to repel people with my content, because I can't work for everybody. It just doesn't make sense. Same thing in your business. Not everybody's your customer, and that's okay too. So I think that is important. You want to look to, again, have that top of mind focus, but keep going all in on video. When you do, and when you continue to do it right with the other support systems in place, like I'm talking, video landing pages, I'm talking workflows, I'm talking automation, I'm talking building the funnel, directing people to your website, asking for the referral, going and doing networking, all the other tactics, then you will win. But if you just expect to win with a video, you're going to lose. If you're going to lose, you're going to give up. And when you give up, that's when everybody loses, because you've got a business that can probably help someone. Don't give up. Don't give up on video. Because when you do that, like I said, you're going to be a chump. And it's a dead wrong decision to make. All right, that's it. This is a quick episode of the Chris Hanna Show this week. Again, just kind of talking about that importance of not giving up on video. If you are looking for help and you're in the Windsor-Essex region and you want to really go all in on video, you want to learn how you can integrate video throughout your entire sales process, you want to highlight your team, maybe you want to highlight your customers, you want to get consistently seen online, well, visit allincontent.ca. You can book a free consultation with me. During that consultation, we're going to talk about, hey, what's your current marketing strategy? What are you trying to do? We'll see if we're a good fit to work together, because again, not everybody is. See if batch creation, the way we do it, also is something that would work for you. Because again, we're going to save you a lot of time. How much time? Well, you spend 3 to 4 hours with me. I'm going to set you up with 3 to 4 months worth of content. That's how good we are. We come up with the ideas, we record, we edit, we caption, we thumbnail, and we turn those around in 2 weeks or less. Again, it is the most straightforward and easiest way to create content. When you're looking to win with video, contact us, allincontent.ca. Until next time, whatever you do, go all in. All right, that's a wrap for today's dose of reality on the Chris Hanna Show. If you're fired up and ready to kick some serious ass, then I've done my job. But remember, knowledge without action is just wasted breath. So what are you going to do? Sit around and let opportunities pass you by? Or are you going to step up and take what's yours? The choice is yours, but don't expect sympathy if you choose the easy road. If you've got value from today's episode, smash that subscribe button, leave a review, or share it with somebody who needs a wake-up call. Don't keep this gold to yourself unless you're afraid of a little competition. Stay bold, stay hungry, and remember, always go all in. Until next time, this is Chris Hanna signing off. Now go out there and take what's yours.